Welcome back. As you can see, I changed cats. So, you know, series is done. The Winnipeg Jets. There are some questions to be answered now. Obviously, I will be doing videos on teams as they get eliminated from the playoffs. I've been doing videos on teams that missed the playoffs. That's followed up by teams that got eliminated. The Jets are at a fascinating crossroads. They came into tonight without Morrissey, without Shifley, without Ehlers not at 100%. He had 8 shot attempts tonight. None of them hit the net. And just there's a lot of question marks around this Jets team going forward. So it's Hellebuck versus Brossoit yet again. Early jump for Vegas, and they score on a turnover. It's tic-tac-toe play. Stevenson from Stone and Howden at 53 seconds. Stone's play absolutely has just improved with every single game in this series. Just remarkable to watch. So it's 1-0 early. The crowd's into it. Vegas is into it. They score on their first shot. Ehlers then fires one wide as the Jets look to answer. Eichel fires one high on a rush. Carrier has a shot that's saved as Carrier came back in for the Vegas Golden Knights as they get healthier. Carrier, one of their unsung heroes, absolutely. The shots are 4-0 for Vegas 5 minutes in. So they're doing their thing, and Winnipeg looking a little bit overwhelmed at that point. Haig has a shot that's blocked. Vegas draws themselves a power play. There's an early clear by the Jets. Roy's denied in close. That chance was held and killed off. So the Jets do kill that off. Capobianco then has a shot that's held. Appleton has a sharp angle shot. That saved. The Jets press with 9.5 minutes left, but they're kept to the outside there. Martinez misses one high from in close. Dubois has a chance that's held, and then there's some pushing. The Jets press. Pietrangelo ends up clearing that. Barbashev has a net feed. That gets picked off. Carrier, he has a shot that's blocked. The Jets rush. Pionk hits the outside of the net, and then there's a near miss for Barbashev in the final minute. So it's 1-0 after one. A goal scored in the first minute of the first period. So obviously, if you're the Jets, you need to get off to a good start in the second period, and they don't. It's a turnover, and it's buried from the slot by Stone at 42 seconds. So that's 2 periods in a row. They allow a goal in the first minute of play. And then Vegas looks for another. Their confidence growing as the Jets, obviously getting increasingly frustrated at this point. Stenlin has a slot shot that's picked off. The Jets getting some zone time, but at 4:41, it's a turnover, and it's buried from the side of the net. So good forechecking by the Vegas Golden Knights, not Golden Nets. It's like combining basketball and hockey. Anyways, Carlson gets that one from Amadio and Smith. I was glad to see William Carlson getting some praise from the Sportsnet crew tonight, in that William Carlson has been one of my favorite Golden Knights the entire way through, and I think he is one of their most consistent forwards, both offensively and defensively. Obviously, he hasn't scored goals the way he did that first year in Vegas, but that was a one-off. In general, he's just a very good, solid two-way forward. So the shots are 4 apiece at 6 minutes. Things are punchy on a hold by Brossoit. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4 coming out of that. Dillon has a shot that saved. Lowry's denied on the rebound. Then we get a power play for Vegas. It takes 10 seconds into this power play. They score on it. It's Stevenson from Stone and Eichel at 8:37. So there's Stone with his third point of the game, his second assist. Stevenson with his second goal of the game. And it is suddenly 4-0. The route is on. And we're only 8:37 into the second period. Vegas presses for another. Marchessault's denied. Carlson has a chance that deflects out. The fans call one. The referee does not. There were no further power plays in this game at all. Paschal takes a puck to the visor, but he's okay. It looked ugly, but it turns out that he's fine. It hit him in the visor. That's why the visors are there. This is why players wear visors, Jamie Benn. Things get pushy with 8:07 left after a hit on Stone. Vegas is understandably going to protect Mark Stone. He's coming back from his second back surgery. We know that he's probably not 100% and probably vulnerable to these kinds of hits. So yeah, Vegas is going to come in and make sure that you don't want to do that again. So understandable there. After that, Barbashev's denied. The Jets rush. Carlson has a net feed that's held. We get some pushing there. There's a puck to the face on Kolasar, but thankfully he was okay. Man, these pucks, I tell you. Vegas presses to close, and then things get kind of scrummy at the horn. So because guys are punching and pushing and high sticking at the horn, we have 2 minutes of 4-on-4 to start the third period. And the Jets desperately need a goal. For Vegas, it's about, hey, we have a 4-goal lead. We're good. And that's kind of how this period went. The shot's really, really lopsided. I don't know how many of these Jets' chances are really dangerous, though. So Martinez has an early shot that's saved. Vegas is forcing turnovers again. Ehlers fires one high. Vegas clears it out. Eichel to Martinez. There's a near miss there. Dubois has a chance that's saved and held. Was this Dubois' last game as a Winnipeg Jet? Honest question. Was this Blake Wheeler's last game as a Winnipeg Jet? Another honest question there. Manalainen then has a shot that's saved as the Jets press. Stevenson with a rush chance. That's defended. Stenlund and Stone are unfriendly. Again, the fans call one. The referee doesn't. Shots are 3-2 for Winnipeg at 7 minutes. The Vegas Golden Knights wouldn't get another shot. Nope, they didn't need it. They really didn't need it. Normally I would say, oh, playing in a shell in the third period's terrible. It is if it's a 1-goal lead, and I would say it is when it's 2-goal lead, but when it's 4 and you're Vegas and you're in Vegas, it's pretty safe with the 4-goal lead. A lot of one and done for the Jets. So a lot of, yes, they're getting shots, but then they're out right away. Either pucks that deflect out or pucks that Vegas is able to clear. And Vegas was not shy about however many icings. They didn't care. Whistle's a whistle and all that fun stuff. So Ehlers fires one wide. Dubois has a net drive that's saved. Vegas ices it. Wasn't the first icing. Connor has a net drive that's defended. The goalie pull happens with 8:18 left. Obviously, if you're Rick Bowness, you realize we have to get 4 goals. There's less than 9 minutes left. Now's a good time to pull the goaltender. 7:36 left. Vegas with an icing. There's a near miss for Stenlund as the Jets press. Vegas clears after. It was a 2+ minute shift for everybody on the ice for Vegas. They survive it. Schmidt has a shot that's saved. There's another clear. And then Connor buries one from the slot. Great pass from Wheeler. Lowry with the other assist at 14:22. So that makes it 4-1. It ruins the shutout for Brossoit. Vegas presses the next shift. They would get that goalie pull, though, with around 5 minutes left. Ehlers has a shot that's blocked. That deflects out. Connor has a shot that's blocked as well. Dubois with a net feed. Near miss there. Icing by Vegas. So the Jets call a timeout. Because, again, they're down by 3. All of their star players have been on the ice for a while at this point. They need to figure this out. Wheeler has a shot that's blocked. The Jets score. But it's challenged for a hand pass. And I don't know how the referees didn't catch this on the play. And if you're a Jets fan, you probably should be happy they didn't catch it on the play, although Stevenson did. His hand went up immediately. So I think it's Wheeler, right, that was on the face-off that goes down, and he sweeps the puck with his arm back. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that on a face-off. That's actually a face-off violation. That's a penalty. So it was, I mean, on the one hand, Vegas doesn't get the power play, but on the other, that goal, yeah, that comes off the board. As soon as you can see that on the face-off, initially the first angle, I thought, well, maybe it was with his stick, and then they showed it from a second angle, and I was like, yeah, no, that's his forearm. He sweeps that puck back. That's against the rules. Now, they can't watch the replay and then call the penalty, but they can say that was a missed stoppage. So Winnipeg doesn't end up getting penalized, but they also don't get the goal. So Vegas will take that trade-off. There's not much time left in the game. So that happens, and so yeah, not seen at the time. Connor then has a shot that deflects wide. Vegas clears it. Stevenson has an empty net attempt that's deflected wide, but in the end, the final score is 4-1. The series is 4-1 for Vegas. They move on. They will play the winner of LA or Edmonton. So that series is going to be a war. And for the Jets, they're not great in elimination games. 1-7 all time as an organization in elimination games. And this is really a crossroads for a Winnipeg team that stumbled into the playoffs. So your 3 stars are Stevenson, Stone, and Carlson. No surprise, they're all Vegas Golden Knights. Shots on net are 8-5 Vegas in the first, 15-9 Vegas in the second, and then the third, they didn't need it. Final shots are they're 17-2 in the third in favor of Winnipeg. Final shots 31-25 Jets overall. Power plays, the Jets didn't have any. Vegas had 2, and they scored on 1. Hits were 29-27 for Vegas, so the hitting coming down during the series, understandable. Hellebuck, 21 saves on 25 shots, and Brossoit saved 30 out of 31. Laurent Brossoit got better as this series went along. He did. You look at game 1, the Jets won that one 5-1. Remember that? Remember Jets won that, and they won it kind of easy, and then the first period of the second game, it looked easy, and then Vegas won that game 5-2. The series switches over to Winnipeg. Winnipeg loses that third game in double overtime, 5-4, and really from there, Vegas just rolls 4-2 in game 4 and 4-1 tonight for the series victory. So now Vegas gets to rest. They get to rest. They get to get a little bit healthier as they wait for their opposition, and probably hope that LA and Edmonton goes to 7 and maybe double overtime in game 7. So there you go, Vegas. You're in the second round. Finally, a team has been eliminated It's the first team that's been eliminated from these playoffs, and it's the Winnipeg Jets. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And one other question for Jets fans. As they were speculating on there, is this the last game being played as a Jet by Dubois, who's a restricted free agent, 1 year left till UFA status? Scheifele, Wheeler, and Hellebuck are all 1 year away from UFA status. Do you move them? Do they go through some kind of a retool rebuild? What's the future for Winnipeg? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.